co-hosting the Hot 30 Countdown with Matty and Maude. Rae Jepsen.
Hi. As gorgeous in real life as in all your pictures, by the way. Just want to get that one away.
Wow.
Straight up. You're so welcome.
You're creeping on her already, Matthew.
Hey, I'm a married dude. I can say whatever I want, and it's not taken as a hit-on. So...
Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Well, when you've got a wife, well, at least I mentioned her. See, if I was hitting on you, I wouldn't have brought her up.
Yeah, so just because he's mentioned her, now it's okay.
Free reign.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
At least I just saved myself. So, welcome to the country.
Thank you.
Your song has been #1 here for weeks now. How does that make you feel?
It's pretty insane. I'm very, very excited about it, though.
How long's it been out for? Because Justin heard it in Canada, obviously. That's how he discovered you. So it's been out over there quite a while, hasn't it?
Yes, I mean, I think we had it released just after Christmas.
Yep.
And it just timed out that Justin was home at the exact same time that Call Me Maybe was getting some radio play in Canada, and he liked it and started tweeting about it.
Listen to you just talking about Justin Bieber like he's some ordinary dude. Like, yeah, Justin called me. Yeah, Bieber Loba, Bieberlicious. Are you guys that close now where you would text and you tweet each other? Obviously, that's how we found you. But...
Yeah, I would say that we're friends. I mean, we don't talk every day, and I don't have nicknames for him or anything like that. But we're work colleagues. He is essentially one of my label heads. Him and Scooter Braun signed me to Schoolboy Records, so that's the reason why I'm here today.
Is he a ball buster, though?
Does that make him your boss? Like, you have the youngest, hottest boss ever.
Well, no, he doesn't really take on the boss role. He more takes on, like, the strong supporting role, and it's the same to I to his music. I mean, big believer in what he's doing, but I mean, even if he was my boss, not a bad boss, you're right.
Yeah,
not a bad
what a great boss to have.
So, of course, he contacted you on Twitter. That's what all sort of began. We know you've been on Canadian Idol as well. Before music, you were a waitress.
Well, yes, I was a waitress, but I was waitressing to support my music job.
Yeah. Do you sometimes, once you've hit fame now, and of course I'm sure a lot of people are trying to ask you lots of questions about your life, which we'll get to in just a second. But have you ever thought to yourself, you know what, maybe I want to go back to being normal, or you love being famous?
I do.
Well, I mean, the fame thing hasn't really penetrated my life too much yet. Yeah. I've been pretty lucky to just be working and traveling and kind of staying focused on pushing the song. But every once in a while, there'll be a moment where I'm like, oh, you recognize me. That's very odd. And
yeah.
I don't know how I'm going to adjust to all that. That's kind of to be seen, I guess.
I used to be a waitress as well. How did you find your guns, like your arms, when you had to do that?
See, I was a terrible waitress because I truly was just waitressing just to support my band and to be able to play those shows like once or twice a week. Yeah, I remember going there actually one time when my song was playing on the radio while I was serving, and I was like, so do you want fries or salad with that? And my song was going on in the background. It was a very awkward moment.
I would have totally pointed it out and go, FYI, that's my song. If you want to give me a big tip, that's fine.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I just kind of put my head down and went back to it. But you're right. You do get some good muscles.
Yeah, it's hard labor for chicks.
It's hard labor. And the heels. Did you have to wear heels at your job?
So sore your feet by the end of the night. And you're too scared you're going to trip as well when you're carrying it all.
No offense, but I'm falling asleep over here. The heels and tripping over. Oh, God, no. Hey, Rae Jepsen, you're hanging out for half an hour with us tonight. We have some of your biggest fans here in Australia who have begged to chat with you. They want to speak with you next. Are you cool to do this?
I can't wait.
All right, the star phone, it opens up after Calvin Harris. Tonight's number 22 right here, the Hot 30 Countdown with Matty, Maude and Rae. Yeah, Rae Jepsen, she is co-hosting for a whole half hour. Oh, damn, I was trying to catch her out as she had a drink there. I was waiting for you to spit it back out into the bin or something.
Oh, you had to say something funny in order for me to spit up my water when I'm drinking.
Can you go on, Matty? Say something funny.
What sits in the corner and is yellow?
What?
A naughty bulldozer.
Don't even acknowledge it.
See, I think the water would have remained in my mouth.
Oh.
Sorry, friend.
I tried my best.
A for effort. It was a good job.
Thank you. Star phone, it's open right now, guys. Haley is on. You are chatting with Rae Jepsen.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, I'm good. How are you, Haley?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. What are you up to today?
I actually came home early from school sick. I feel better now.
I love how you're still faking the sound of sick too, like you do when you're in class. Like, oh, I'm so sick. Have you got a question for Carly?
Yes, I do. I was just wondering, what's the one Australian food you wanted to try when you had the chance to come out here?
Well, I'd heard a lot of good things about meat pie, and I was actually lucky enough to try one last night.
Oh, they're so good.
Oh my goodness, the gravy and the mushrooms on top of that whole little pastry thing comes a mama.
All right, remember you can register for the Star Phone anytime at hot30.com.
Eleanor, you're on with Rae Jepsen.
I was just wondering, what do you think of the Australian accent?
I think it's pretty attractive. Actually, I was in the middle of a chat earlier with an Australian guy this morning, and I totally lost track of what he was saying because I was just kind of dreamy and looking at him.
Really?
Yeah, like, you're so cute when you talk. I don't know what you said, though.
And then did you say, call me maybe?
No, I try never to say that line ever. Not in serious ways, at least. I sing it often enough that, I think no one would take me seriously if I just started throwing it around there.
If you're dreaming about Aussie boys, what is your status? What, have you got a man?
Oh,
Are
I'm
you
gonna look
flying
really
solo?
terrible because I do actually have a guy.
Oh,
So,
so do I.
is it okay to still dream about Aussie accents?
Yeah.
That'll make me a cheater.
No, I do it all
Okay.
the time.
The opening line to this interview was me saying you were hot, so it's
and then
fine.
that you had a wife.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, my conscience is clear.
Yeah. Oh, look, don't compare your conscience to mine. Trust me, it's never a good comparison.
Kaylee, you're on with Rae.
What do you hope to be doing in 10 years' time?
Ooh, that's a tough one. See, sometimes I think it would be amazing to still be kind of like touring and on the road and making music, but then there's this other part of me that just thinks it'd be awesome to be writing for other artists and to potentially have a family. So I'm going to wait and see and just let life kind of live me as much as I'm living it.
Oh, that's good. Thank you.
All right, there we go. Well
That's a
said.
tattoo.
I'm just thinking, do we ring the boyfriend up now and go, she's already planning babies, and see if he freaks out?
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
All right, and Monica, you are on right now with Rae Jepsen.
I was just wondering if you have any fashion inspiration.
Oh, I definitely do. There's a few women who I admire very much. I think that Kate Bosworth is very classy / sexy. She kind of ties it all together well.
Mm.
And the Olsens, I think, have sometimes hit and miss, but when they hit it, they hit it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know?
See, if you had blonde hair, you'd look like a bit like an Olsen twin, almost.
Really?
Yeah.
It's because I'm short, right? 5'2". You're just saying that I look like a short girl.
No, that's not true.
Daddy, you can't call girls short or fat.
Well, I never said anything about being fat. You brought that
Just
up.
warning you for the future.
Jeez,
Are
this
you
is...
a wife?
Oh,
You should know this by now.
this is why I am constantly in trouble, you see. Okay, like I come home. This is the thing, right? I don't even know I've said the wrong thing to a girl. I just know, like, I'm in trouble because she's looking at me like I'm going to get punched in the face. And I'm like, oh, right.
Yeah, well, they ignore you for 5 minutes. That's also another good sign.
Yeah, all right. Well, Rae Jepsen, she is still hanging around here on the show. Next, you perform live for us. Are you ready to do this?
I am.
This is Sydney's Countdown, the Hot 30 Countdown with Matty and Maude, the hottest hits at night. Simple plan right there. It is Astronaut. Tonight's number 19. Big Night of Stars. Emily Van Camp and Josh Bowman from Channel 7's Revenge still to come.
I cannot wait to meet them. But even more exciting, Rae Jepsen on Twitter. Join the chat. Hashtag Rae hosts Hot 30. Some people want to say hello. Harry's Cats 26. Shuggy Cloud. Asher Brass X and Jolly Jake 3. If you want to check out some pics as well, we've already snuck away and done some photos of Rae. Check them out at hot30.com.
She's been here since like 5:30 this afternoon, the Twit cam as well. Let's get her back in. Actually, guys, sit down. Now, Carly, you have been here since 5:30 this afternoon, pretty much working a show with us still on a Twit cam. Thank you so much for sticking around for so long.
Oh, it was tough work, man.
It is. See, people think that we have it easy, but we come here and we slog it out in this air-conditioned room playing music and talking crap.
You know what you need is a masseuse.
Yes.
Right?
I think, can we...
Producer Ellen.
No.
No.
Rae Jepsen said that we need a masseuse for the show.
If I can have a massage as well, I'm up for it.
It's not about you.
Yeah.
I work triple time as hard as you.
Oh, here we go. He whinges a lot. He
Can we
likes to
turn him
whinge.
off now?
Here we turn him off. Okay.
Now, is it true that you didn't know that Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez were going to do that video for Call Me Maybe? You just saw it online. It just popped up.
It was a very pleasant surprise. Yes, someone posted me on Facebook with it. They tagged me. They tagged me on Facebook with it. And I was like, oh, cool, another video, because I'd been seeing some fans send in videos. And I started watching it, and then I was like, oh, these people look strangely familiar. And in fact, they were all pop stars. So it was pretty cool.
Did you scream? Did you do a bit of fangirling? You can. It's okay.
I was on the phone with my mom, so I had to get off with her, and then I screamed. I screamed a lot.
All right. Well, we're going to get you to perform it live, and I'm interested to see if you do what everyone does in the videos they make. You know when everyone says, call me maybe, they kind of do like the head bop, like, you know, like Mariah Carey. Yeah. Have you noticed that?
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
even when Katy Perry did the video as well, like she was doing the
Kinda.
little hand.
The head pops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the head pop.
It's a
I'm so
boppy
sorry.
song. You know,
Oh, yeah. And everyone does this, the phone. Call me.
that was good. Yeah.
You can't see this on radio, but Mel's holding her hand up to her ear like a phone. So, all right. Rae Jepsen, thank you so much for coming into the Hot 30 Countdown.
My pleasure.
We are going to get you to perform live. Here it is. Call me maybe. Take it away.
I feel a wish in the world. Don't ask me, I'll never tell. I look to you as a guide. I am on my way. Trade my soul for a wish. Pennies and dimes for a kiss. I wasn't looking for this. Now you're on my way. Your stare was holding. Ripped jeans, skin was showing. Hot night, wind was blowing. Where you think you're going, baby? Hey, I just met you. And this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at you, baby, but here's my number, so call me maybe. You took your time with the call, I took no time with the fall. You gave me nothing at all, standing in my way. I beg and borrow and steal. At first sight, it's real. I didn't know I would feel, but it's in my way. Your stare was holding. Ripped jeans, skin was showing. Hot night, wind was blowing. Where you think you're going, baby? Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at you, baby, but here's my number, so call me maybe. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. And all the other doors try to chase me, but here's my number, so call me maybe. Before you came into my life, I missed you so bad. I miss you so bad. I miss you so, so bad. Before you came into my life, I miss you so bad. And you should know that. So call me baby.
Oh, yes. Rae Jepsen, thank you so much for co-hosting Hot 30 Countdown. Don't forget that #1 hit single, Call Me Maybe. Maybe it is available right now on iTunes.